Welcome to Glasgow Rangers Nation with me, your host, Owen James, the channel that brings you your team every single day, guys, as we head into a semi-final match day news. Yes, Sunday, the 3rd of November, Motherwell at Hampden Park, League Cup semi-final, the competition that we are the defending champions of. Look, I come into every video these days with an with a hope that I can make the happy clappers happy. I can make them sit there and go, yay, like some sort of inebriated seal. But then I don't know, I read stuff and I'm just like, for fuck's sake, no, please, no. Just seriously, you know what? If you didn't laugh, you'd go mad. You genuinely would absolutely just lose the plot. We'll look ahead, obviously, to the game today. It's because I'm recording this Saturday night. Good. We'll look ahead to the game today against Motherwell at Hampden Park. We'll also talk about what Phillipe Clement has been saying. Yes, what Phillipe Clement has been coming out with. It's yet more stuff where you would just literally face plant, head in hands, shake your head, and just go, really? Really? You know, when I used to work for a very large retailer, I used to work with this lad. Nice lad, really nice lad. But he had this habit of saying stuff that was just inappropriate. And he would say stuff to people and you just go, seriously, mate, you cannot say that. You just genuinely, no. And me and my mate said to him one day, right, seriously, mate, what you need to do is you need to write down what you're about to say, hand it to us too, and we'll tell you whether that's something you can say or not. Okay? That's probably the best plan going forward. Phillipe Clement, I think, is very much in the sort of same area. He's come to the point where he really does need someone sat beside him and he needs to write down what he's about to say. And they'll go, yeah, that's fine. Or, no, mate, seriously, you cannot say that. Genuinely, no. Just don't. Even if it's what you're thinking, just don't say it because it's going to make people just go, what the, you absolute muppet. And he's come out with more stuff today. So, he was asked a really good question, a fantastic question. He was asked about obviously adapting the formation. Now we've seen since Clement's come in, he appears absolutely wedded to the 4-2-3-1 formation, absolutely wedded to playing with the 10, absolutely wedded to playing with this style and this shape. Well, I say style, there isn't really a style, but you know what I mean. This formation. And he was asked about adapting the formation, about trying a different shape, trying something different. To which he responded that he didn't think this was possible. That it basically you couldn't do it. It would sow too many seeds of doubt. It would confuse the players too much. It just was not possible at all. I mean, genuinely, that is what he came out with. He genuinely said this. I mean, this is what this. I'm not making this. This was reported by Four Lads Had a Dream, so it's not like it's some spurious source like Football Insider or Sports Mole or whatever. He really genuinely did come out with this comment, and you genuinely sit there and you genuinely think, what are you talking about? Are you honestly saying that professional footballers cannot adapt to different shapes, different formations, and different styles of playing when the formation that you're using isn't working? Quite clearly isn't working. His exact quote was, changing formation will only create more doubts for the Rangers players right now. So basically, we stick to this system no matter what. Nothing changes. Nothing is adapted. Nothing happens. We stick with 4-2-3-1. It was almost a Mike Bassett-esque moment, wasn't it? I mean, I don't know if any of you have seen the film Mike Bassett, England manager, when he's under loads of pressure, and he says in response to the journalist asking him about what formation England will play, he said basically England will be playing 4-4-2, and he gets up and walks out. It's almost like Phillipe Clement has sat there and said Rangers will be playing 4-2-3-1 and then just walked off. I mean, it like I said, it's almost Mike Bassett-esque. I'm actually thinking of changing his name to Mike Bassett. But then again, I think that's a bit of an insult to Mike Bassett. But yeah, he genuinely came out with that. He genuinely said that he will not change formation. He will not change style. It will stay as it is. It will not change. Now, I genuinely sat there and I thought about this, and I thought that is just the worst thing you can say. The worst thing you can say. You know, to be so tactically inflexible, to be so unwilling to adapt your formation and adapt your playing way of playing to suit the game, to suit your opponents, to suit the players you've got, to suit what you've got. It's just clueless. Absolutely clueless. Massively clueless. I mean, I'll give you, for instance, okay, I was watching an English Premier League game today, and the team were losing, and the manager changed the shape within the game. He took off 2 midfielders, he put on 2 attackers, he went very attacking, they came back, they won the game. And I sat there and thought, why is it he can do that? Why is it so revolutionary that it's so revolutionary? It's obviously not revolutionary at all. It's obviously a standard thing for football managers to do. And then I thought back to Jose Mourinho's Chelsea. I remember them often getting put down to 10 men, and they would change shape. They played 4-3-3. They were a 4-3-3 team. If you remember, Ian Robben on one side, Damien Duff on the other side, that Didier Drogba in the middle of the three, and then you had Claude Makelele with Lampard and Essien either side. And I remember them going down to 10 men on a number of occasions, and I remember them just changing shape, changing formation like that. And John Terry, was interviewed after a game once, and he was asked about this, and he said, well, we just get drilled to do it. That's what we get drilled to do. We practice with 10 men. We spend time in training, practicing different shapes, different formations, different ways of playing. I just kind of sat there and thought, well, if these managers in the Premier League and these managers in Europe can do this, why is it so revolutionary and so weird Clement to be asked about this and Clement to kind of dismiss it as some sort of weird science that just doesn't make any sense to anyone? He was asked, I think it was Shona McLean at Four Lads, asked him about it, and he was kind of very dismissive, and he kind of quite arrogant, actually, I thought, in his response, and quite rude in the way he responded to it. And almost like she was asking him to split an atom or to explain the particle theory or to explain string theory or to explain the Bose, what's it called, that something Higgs capacitor in CERN in Switzerland. Like he was asking to explain rocket science. I mean, is he genuinely that awful of a coach that he can't get his team to play different shapes and different formations? Is he genuinely that useless that he can't do that? Now, if it is genuinely that he cannot coach anything other than to play 4-2-3-1, he can't get them to adapt to 3-5-2, he can't adapt to 4-3-3, to 4-2-4, to 4-4-2, to whatever, then he isn't fit for purpose. He isn't fit to manage a football team. He genuinely is one of the worst football coaches I've ever seen. I mean, he almost makes Michael Beale look like Pep Guardiola. That's how bad he is. I mean, honestly, I read this response today and I genuinely sat there and I thought, this manager is absolutely useless. He is absolutely not fit for purpose. I wouldn't trust him to coach a boys' football team under 10s, let alone a professional football team. I mean, I've defended this manager. Go back and check out the videos at the start of the season. I'm coming to the point now where I simply cannot do anything other than absolutely pull him apart. Comments like this show him to be tactically inflexible, tactically inept, and it shows us why his in-game management is so genuinely that bad, because he doesn't know how to change formations, because he says apparently you can't coach players to do that. Well, yes, you can. Yes, you can do that. Mourinho does it. Guardiola does it. Slot does it. Eddie Howe. Okay, I'm going to move away now from the top, because people go, well, he's not the same as it. When you say Guardiola and Klopp and Slot and Arteta and all them, they've got world-class footballers. Okay, right. But let me give you an example. Bournemouth's coach, he can do it, right? Bournemouth. I think he's got world-class players, okay? Eddie Howe at Newcastle, got some decent players, not really world-class players, okay? Joe Linton, they're not great, okay? He can do it, okay? Who else can do it in the Premier League? David Moyes did it at West Ham. Not exactly got world-class footballers there. And as much as I hate to say this, Brendan Rodgers does it at Celtic as well. So, and Brendan Rodgers ain't world class. I'm telling you that now. He did it when he was at Liverpool as well. So, I genuinely think Clement's awful. He genuinely is making himself look really stupid. And like I said, he is reaching that point where he needs to write down what he says and get someone to go, no, just don't say it. Okay. And look, I think we'll win today. I think he'll paper over the cracks. He'll sit there and go, look, we won. We're in a final. Won't be the greatest. Shut your face, you bulging twat. Not really interested in what you've got to say. Look, I think we will win today. I think the team is set in stone. I think I've seen some fabulous teams. I've seen some absolutely fantastic ideas for teams for today. Some brilliant ideas. I was looking at Rangers Review earlier today, and Derek Clark put his team out. Thought it was fantastic. He went with Butland, Sterling, Suter, Casemiro, Hefte, Barron, Raskin, Bayrami, Lovelace left, Cheney right, Denier for the middle. I thought fantastic. Sterling at right back, where he's supposed to play, big physical Cass in the middle. Barron and Raskin as your holders. Bayrami is the creative influence. Lovelace on the left side, fantastic, absolutely brilliant. Takes Bayrami off the left side, brilliant, fantastic to see. I've seen other ideas like this, fabulous ideas. Lovelace plays, Danilo plays. We try this, we play this player here. But full well, come kickoff time tomorrow. Well, actually, no, let's get this right. Not come kickoff time tomorrow. Pre-kickoff, when that team sheet is released from Rangers, as well as I do, you are going to see two names on that team sheet that are going to get you to sit there and you're going to go, what the actual fuck? Genuinely, what on earth is going on with this team? Honestly, you are. And this is what you're going to see. Butland, James Tavernier at right back. Honestly, James Tavernier, he's like some old lame horse that just needs to be sent to the knacker's yard. He really does. Suter, Balogun, Hefte, Raskin, Barron, Lawrence in the 10 role. Just why Bayrami on the left where he doesn't work, Cheney on the right, and Dessers will start up top. Dessers, who is quite frankly the worst centre forward in Scotland, genuinely. The guy hasn't scored in 8 games, can't trap a ball, doesn't hold the ball up, doesn't help us get out. His movement's awful, spends more time on his arse, etc., etc. That's going to be the thing. It. Lovelace won't start. Igman and Danilo won't start. Casemiro won't start. Sterling won't start, because Clement's proved one thing, if nothing else, he's bloody predictable and he picks his favourites. And James Tavernier and Cyril Dessers are his favourites. They are some sort of, he has some obsession with them, dangerous obsession, which will lead to eventually getting the sack. But that's what he'll name tomorrow. He will. And you can sit and you can kid yourself as much as you want, that he's going to start Sterling or Cass at right back, and he's going to start Danilo or Igman up front, or he's going to play Lovelace on the left and put Bayrami in the 10 and not play Tom Lawrence, who is about as much use as a chocolate teapot. You're going to see all those things, but it ain't going to happen. And it ain't going to happen. This is the breakdown of our record in the Cup against Motherwell. I'm not looking at results overall. I'm just breaking down the Cup games we played against them. And we've got a pretty good record in the Cup. Although last time out against them, which was in 2017-2018 in the Cup, in the semi-finals, we lost 2-0 to them. Group F, this is League Cup, obviously. This is League Cup. We won 2-0 in Group F in 16-17. We beat them 2-0 in round of 16 in 12-13. 2010-2011, we beat them 2-1 in the semis, 2-1 the season before that in the quarterfinals, 5-1 in the final in 04-05, and 3-1 in 87-88, going back to the glory days of Graham Souness. So that's the results record. In the League Cup, our record against them, 13, it's 7 games against them, 6 wins, 1 loss. We've scored 16, they've scored 6, not even averaging a goal a game. We've averaged, obviously, more than 2 point some goals per game. So our record in the League Cup is actually really good against them. We've only lost once against them in the League Cup. Motherwell will come in with a sense of belief today. I think they really will. Stuart Kettlewell will feel that he's got an opportunity to do something today. He'll probably look at what Aberdeen did against us, what Killy did against us, and try and replicate that as much as possible. And, in Lennon Miller, he's got a match winner. He's got a top-class talent in Lennon Miller, a player that we should be looking at, a really good footballer. This game today, it's a banana skin, it's potential banana skin. If we were to somehow lose this game today, then he does need to go. He needs to go, simple as. He won't, because we've got no CEO, we've got no chairman, we've got no director of football. There's no one to pull the trigger. There's no one to bite the bullet. There's no one to make the decision. That's what it is. So, look, we're in a very difficult position, but, you know, today's game is massive. It is absolutely huge. It's, you know, Hampden semi-final. It's a game we have to win. It's a game that we've got to put, you know, go out there, and the players have got to start to realise what this means. They've got to start to really genuinely, you know, believe that they can actually progress, that they can win games. You know, Ali McCoy's criticised them for a lack of ball the other day, a lack of heart, a lack of spirit. All fair criticism. They've got to start to answer these critics. They really do. And, you know, people like James Tavernier and Debtors will play and will be absolutely shite as per usual. But look, it's difficult. It's difficult. It really is. And like I said at the video, I sit here every day and I hope that I can bring something positive for you happy clappers out there, make you happy, make you clap like your name, little seals that you do. The slightest thing that's good. But look, it's difficult. It's really difficult to find the positive at the moment. It really genuinely is. And today is a massive worry. I think we'll win the game 2-1. I think we'll get to the final. I think Celtic will absolutely smash us in the final. They beat Aberdeen 6-0 today. Aberdeen outplayed us in midweek. What the hell that means Celtic will do to us, God only knows. But it's a really worrying state of affairs, isn't it, at the moment with this team? It really genuinely is. And, you know, I've been thinking about ways to make this video. I really did. I sat down and I thought about different things, different topics, different ways of going about this. And my original idea was, it's time to be brave. It's time to go for Igman. It's time to go for Lovelace. It's time to go for Danilo. It's time to go for Bailey Rice. It's time to really be brave and try something new. And then I listened to Clement's comments. I just thought, fuck it. It ain't going to happen, man. Not a chance. Not a chance. I mean, he ain't brave. He won't take decisions. He won't drop Tavernier. He won't drop Dessers. He's shit scared of Tavernier. Tavernier runs this team. It's TAV FC. That's where we're at. It's where, and like I said, I wanted to go at this out from this, be brave. Let's be brave and believe that Clement could do that. And then I listened to these comments today and I'm just like, he ain't got a clue, man. He ain't got a Scooby fucking do. He really hasn't. Guys, let me know your predictions today. Let me know your team predictions for today. 2-1, I think. I'm not confident, but I'm going for 2-1. I think we'll win. I can't see us losing, if I'm being honest. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching Glasgow Rangers Nation, guys. Smash the sub, smash the like, do the great stuff for me. Help the channel to keep on growing. Thank you for watching. As always, remember, we are the people.